Hello FPL managers, today we talk about the re-arrival of Cristiano Ronaldo to the Premier League. In today's video, we talk about Ronaldo's key stats and information, as well as his price and position reveal, and various squad building changes. If you guys want to get the extra edge this FPL season, then click the top link in the description to get yourself 65% off Fantasy Football Fix Premium, and also get yourselves a free strategy guide. So just before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we're trying to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5, and also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So before we have a look at Ronaldo's price and position reveal, his stats from the Serie A in 2020-21 include having a scoring frequency of every 97 minutes, which is very high, as he averages 0.9 goals per game. He also averages one of the most shots per game, which is sitting at 5.1, and has a fairly decent goal conversion rate of 17%. Despite scoring over 20 goals in the Serie A last season, he still had 27 big chances missed, so there is still plenty of potential for him to get even more goals. Out of his 5.1 shots per game, 2.1 of these are average on target, and he also averages 1.1 key passes per game as well. As you can see here, he has a fairly strong heat map with plenty of red spots in the box, so he is of course getting into dangerous positions to score plenty of goals. For Juventus, he did spend most of his time out on the left, but I would expect him to be playing in that strike role for Manchester United, which means he'll be getting all the more service. So now moving on to Ronaldo's price, position and other information. His old FPL price was sitting at £14 million when he was a midfielder, as he got himself 31 goals and 34 appearances, totaling for 283 points, which is one of the highest scores in the history of midfielders. But coming back into the Premier League this season, his new price is £12.5 million and he has been positioned as a forward. Obviously he hasn't made any appearances yet, but I would be expecting him to get on the score sheet in his first game against Newcastle at home. He should be back for this Game Week 4 match, and he was tearing it up in the Serie A last season, scoring over 20 goals, and he also got himself a couple of assists as well, so he's definitely in good form coming to Manchester United. Despite being 36, he still also performed very well in the Euros, and he is going to be on penalties as well, as I would assume he takes them off Bruno Fernandes, which not only makes Bruno Fernandes a worse FPL asset, but makes that extra £0.5 million for Ronaldo just the more worth it. So with Ronaldo's arrival to the Premier League, it does of course provide squad selection headaches, as there are so many good premium options at the moment. Harry Kane has just come back to start for the Spurs against Watford, where he looked okay, but his Spurs teammate in Son is also firing as well, and with Lukaku's arrival to the Premier League, he's also been tearing it up, so there's definitely some selection headaches. Amongst his Manchester United teammates, in terms of Ronaldo or Bruno Fernandes, I do think going for Cristiano Ronaldo over Fernandes could be the play, as Ronaldo will be taking the penalties, and Ronaldo is going to be getting in more attacking positions than Fernandes, as Fernandes has been a bit off with the last two matches. Also, in terms of his other Manchester United teammate in Mason Greenwood, I'm not too sure about Greenwood's starting minutes now, as if he does start he should be projected to play out wide, as I'm assuming Ronaldo will take that striker role, and also Sancho is back in the side starting. Obviously with the departure of Daniel James, this does free up that extra winger spot, but I do think once the likes of Rashford come back into fitness, then he will be preferred, so maybe Green could play on the left or the right for now, but I do think Ronaldo is going to be the best option. In terms of formation, with another premium player in the game, it does make formation selection a bit more difficult, as it is now two strong premium forward options. These include Lukaku and Ronaldo. At the moment, I'm not too convinced on Kane, as I wanted to see him get into good form first before I bring him in, and he's obviously the most expensive option. In terms of formation, 3-4-3 looks to be the best formation, as it does allow for the most flexibility to go for either two premium midfielders or two premium forwards. In terms of who to downgrade, I'd be looking to downgrade Bruno Fernandes to like a £6 to £7 million midfielder, then I'd upgrade a Danny Ings or a £4.5 million forward to Cristiano Ronaldo. There will be a lot of managers using their wildcard this week, but I think it's just a wait and see in terms of whether you want to wait for the international break matches and injury news, or you want to capitalise on the price rises. But for now, I just hold off the wildcard, see how it fits your team, and then go from there. As you can see by this squad template here, we have gone with a 3 premium team, obviously with Ronaldo being the sole premium forward, as it will be unaffordable going for 4 premium options. So you do have one mid-price defender between £6 to £9 million, as I'm not too sure you're going to be able to afford many more than that. Then 2 premium options in the midfield of £10 to £12.5 million, followed by 2 mid-price options as well. Then going for 2 mid-price forwards with Cristiano Ronaldo could prove to be the ideal formation. You could also drop 1 premium midfielder and bring in a premium forward such as the likes of Romelu Lukaku, and just go for Mo Salah as the sole premium midfielder. Son also presents himself as a nice premium midfielder, as he has got himself 2 goals in his first 3 matches, so he is also providing selection headaches. But if I could go for any 3 premium formation, it would probably be to have Salah, Lukaku and Ronaldo, and if I would have a 2 premium formation, it would probably be Salah and Ronaldo, so depending on what your preference is, I base your squad around that. So that's what we've got for today for the reintroduction of Cristiano Ronaldo to the Premier League. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, as we try to hit 5k subs by Game Week 5. And also click that notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And leave a comment what you guys thought of this video, and do you have any further questions in terms of Ronaldo. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.